Tonight on Alaska's news source, dangerous road conditions in part of Alaska, details on where Alaska State Troopers are asking people to avoid.
And avalanche warnings have been canceled across South Central, but danger remains high as another round of rain moves in this weekend.
Plus, cleaning up Anchorage, we go to the Citywide Cleanup kickoff.
You're watching Alaska's news source.
A crash on the Seward Highway had the road closed for several hours. It opened just before 4:30 this afternoon. Alaska State Troopers say the highway was closed about a half-mile north of the Hope turnoff around 1:30 p.m. Troopers said people were asked to avoid the area. There is no word yet on whether there were injuries, but troopers say medical personnel responded to the area. In dangerous driving conditions this afternoon, Alaska State Troopers say the park's highway between Cantwell and Talkeetna has seen road conditions deteriorate because of the snowstorm. Troopers said around 2:30 this afternoon that there was significant snow accumulation on the roadway and there were multiple collisions. Troopers are asking people to drive slowly and with headlights on. Snowy conditions are beginning to roll out of the interior with another snowstorm expected in South Central. Meteorologist Bailey Braun has the details.
Yeah, Michaela, you know, that snowstorm that pushed through areas like Cantwell, we are expecting a little bit more of those conditions into the overnight hours, but you will dry off by tomorrow with overcast skies. Meanwhile, in South Central, we saw some of these stronger winds throughout the day today, ramping up to about 38 miles per hour in Anchorage and 40 miles per hour into Kenai. These winds are expected to die down through the overnight hours, leaving your Sunday fairly calm in terms of that wind. Now, as we look across the state at these current conditions, partly sunny skies into Fairbanks, partly sunny in Summit Lake, but mostly overcast into Anchorage with that high reaching around 50 degrees, which is really nice for those spring-like temperatures. But into Juneau, you may notice some of those rainy conditions are continuing. And we're also expecting very similar conditions for your Sunday into areas like Anchorage. In southeast today, we saw nearly an inch of that rainfall in Yakutat. You can expect more of that for tomorrow, sticking mostly to the northern corridor of the Panhandle, but lighter amounts of rain will push through the overnight hours for southeast and staying dry by the afternoon tomorrow. On the flip side, Anchorage will stay mostly dry for the morning hours, but by the afternoon, you will see more of that rain extending across the entire South Central region. But you will see more of that rain all day long in areas like Seward and for the Copper River Basin. Into Fairbanks, we have that potential for very light rain, but otherwise mostly cloudy skies, partly sunny skies into Juneau, and overcast conditions into Bethel. As we look ahead through the overnight hours tonight, staying dry in Anchorage, but you'll notice that stretch into Talkeetna and north into Fairbanks. We will see more of those scattered showers with some of that snow mix persisting. So, of course, be careful on those roadways. We'll expect a little bit more of that rain to push in for the entire South Central region by Sunday, mostly picking up by the afternoon hours. That's when it'll reach into areas like Anchorage and the Mat-Su Valley, but staying mostly dry across southeast. We are expecting that next round of rain to really start to kick up by the time Monday rolls around. So keep this on your radar as you plan ahead for your Sunday and Monday. Lows tonight sitting in the upper 30s across South Central, reaching into the low 40s for most of southeast. But those highs on Sunday looking beautiful and sunny and very warm into areas like Ketchikan, reaching up to 61 degrees. Warmer temperatures are persisting into the interior, into the 50s and 40s for South Central.
Thank you, Bailey. While the weather may not have been summer conditions, people were out and about. May is the month for Anchorage's Citywide Cleanup, and dozens of volunteers got to work today. Westchester Lagoon played host to the kickoff event for this year's cleanup, with eager waste collectors showing up to gather their bags and pick up trash. It's the continuation of a tradition that began in 1968, now spearheaded by the Anchorage Chamber of Commerce.
Some communities, like down south, could do cleanup and litter picks all year long. It really doesn't work for us in the winter. Everything just gets buried in the snow. So when the snow melts, everything comes to light and we see what's left behind. So we have to take that opportunity to clean up right now so we can start fresh.
Throughout May, anyone with a full orange bag can turn it in at the transfer station or the landfill in Eagle River for free. She says the best place to clean is wherever the trash is and whatever area has a special meaning to you. May is also Motorcycle Safety Awareness Month, and many members of the robust Alaska motorcycle community gathered today to pray for a safe riding season.
So I lift up my brother Eric, this amazing motorcycle in his riding season, in the strongest name that's ever been spoken. And that's the name of your son, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
The annual Bike Blessing event at the Diamond Center brought many motorcycle riding groups together to ring in the season. Several Christian motorcycle groups offered to bless any bikes they could to try to ensure a safe summer on the roads. Riders also gathered for a Rolling Thunder salute, and Anchorage's mayor also spoke at the event. The event's organizer says the gathering promotes an important message.
People are so busy on their phones now, not paying attention, and it gets a little scary. That's why we have the education part, our track over off of Tudor. It helps people, be more aware of what's going on around, because we really need to pay attention, because sometimes people in cars are not.
She says she hopes people put their phones down and pay attention to motorcycle riders.
Thanks for listening. Click subscribe so you can get the latest podcast from Alaska's news source automatically. And stay up to date with breaking news and in-depth reporting available for free 24/7 with the Alaska's news source app.